Good.
You guys were in a very similar situation just a few days ago. What did you learn from that game in Cleveland? What did you take from it?
Yeah, obviously being an elimination game, everything's at stake, everything's on the line, so I was saying this after the game yesterday, we're going to have the energy, we're going to have the focus that, it takes. Everybody's looking forward to it, and we're going to come out.
Chris? Dillon, you're kind of in uncharted water here in terms of the length of the season, the grind, and the magnitude of the games that you're playing in this late. How is your body held up? How are you feeling leg-wise? And is it kind of a testament to your workout regimen in the off-season that got you here?
Yeah. Obviously, you don't feel all that fresh at this point in the year, but you feel good enough. And a lot of the times, the adrenaline and the magnitude of the games kind of drive you through. And so, like during the game, I'll feel fine. I'll feel as good as I'll ever feel. But yeah, we do. Our organization does a great job of getting us to this point physically. We have great strength and athletic training staff, and everybody's good. Everybody's up for the task.
Dillon, so you got an Ohio State teammate on the other side for this series, and you've been able to visit with him at home plate a few times. Have you been able to visit with him outside of that, and what can you tell us about him?
Yeah, no, Dom's a great guy. I played with him for 2 years, and we haven't been able to get with each other outside. Obviously, there's a bunch going on, and I'm sure he has family in town because he's from Cleveland as well. So I'm sure he's meeting up with family. He's probably got a lot of family in town, but yeah, I love playing against Dom. Love seeing him again. It's been a while since I've been able to see him, so it's always fun playing against a guy that you played with.
Dillon, after yesterday, the tough reality is you guys haven't won here at home in over a month. Does it get to the point where that just becomes its own pressure in itself?
No, none of us are thinking about that. Obviously, that's the narrative right now. We hear it enough, but I don't think that was in any of our minds yesterday when we came back home. We were excited to finally be back home. We've been on a two week road stand, so it was nice to finally come home. But all that goes out the window. We'll be ready to play today. We'll be ready to play in front of fans, and it's going to be exciting.
From playing against the Mariners for a week or so now, what distinguishes them? What makes them a difficult offense?
Yeah, they got a lot of good players. They got a lot better too at the deadline. They added some thump, especially with Gino coming over. But yeah, it's just they have a complete lineup, and like everybody too, they have weaknesses, and we try to stick to our game plan. Like I said, I give props to our pitching staff and our game planning. Everybody's involved. We have a really good staff as well. I feel like we've done a pretty good job. Obviously, yesterday kind of got away from us, but other than that, I like our pitchers. I like our plan.
Dillon, just what difference have you seen in Casey over his past few starts compared to where he was at, maybe earlier in the second half?
Yeah, I love working with Case. He's got the intensity. He's got the. He's a big game pitcher. You saw it in New York. You saw it at Fenway. I feel like he always rises to the occasion. He has a great feel for all of his stuff, and we're really confident with him today.
Jason,
Dillon, knowing Tarek is lined up for Game 5, how much does that kind of provide an added boost for you guys going into Game 4? Like, if you could win this game, you've got your guy lined up for winner take all.
Yeah, no, obviously we're very excited for that situation, but at the same time we got to get there. We got to get there, which means we got to take care of business today. We got to put our best foot forward today. Make sure we have all the energy in the dugout. Have good at bats, play good defense, have good pitching today. So that's going to be a really good feeling after we win the game today.
And getting back to Dom real quick, were you guys in the same outfield? Was that during your time when you were playing center field at Ohio State? And how much did he kind of help you get used to that in college ball?
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. But, Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, he was the right fielder, and yeah, he helped out. He helped out for sure, and that's actually really funny. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, it's really cool.
Anything else for Dillon? Go in the back right.
Hey Dylan, how would you rate the atmosphere of Detroit last night?
No, it's good. Obviously, a lot of people showed up. You know, hopefully, same thing happens today. I know people will show up, and hopefully it gets loud. We thrive off the atmosphere, and I know being a you know, a visitor in a electric stadium, it does create a lot of anxiety or a lot of pressure for the opposing team. So I just hope that, you know, everybody's loud, everybody's you know, cheering pretty hard.
Anything else for Dillon? Jason?
Talking with Tarek after game one, you noted your reputation for low line drive throws to second base and how you kind of have to have your head on the swivel there. Has that always been your style of throws? And you know, how much do you warn pitchers like, hey, be alert because we guys know and it might be coming in pretty hot?
Yeah, I advise pitchers to please get off the mound because I've hit two now. One was Shelby last year on a rehab assignment, and that one didn't feel too good. So it's just, you know, I have to work downhill in order to get my best throws off, and so sometimes, you know, it doesn't make it over their head. So I would need them to be off the mound, but it's just one of those things, you know. But in order for me to, you know, throw my best, I need to have that downhill feel.
Anything else for Dillon? All right, Dillon, thanks for coming in.